Hello Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Sag, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So with all that being said, Sagittarius, let's get started. How does Sagittarius currently view this relationship? All right, Sag. All right, so we do have the King of Swords, we do have the Ace of Cups, and then we also have the Seven of Cups. You're very crystal clear on what your heart wants, okay? Why is that so important for this reading? I feel like that's going to be really important for them. I mean, obviously we have yet to look into them. I don't know, maybe this person feels like you don't really want this as much as you say you do, maybe, but that's like the first thing that I got here is that you're very crystal clear on what your heart wants, which is this person that you've been dealing with. It looks like you don't, yeah, it kind of looks like you don't really see anybody else but this human that you've been connecting with, is what I'm gathering. Okay, let's look at this person. How does this person currently view this relationship? Okay, let's see what's going on. So we do have the Knight of Swords, we do have the Fool, and then we also have the Eight of Cups. Okay, in regards to how this person's currently viewing this relationship with you, which I'm really going to look into this, there's something about this dynamic and or you that causes them to essentially feel like they have to sever ties with you. Like they have to sever ties with you. Like they have to just let you go. But why? Why? Okay. Let's see how they feel. How does this person feel? Okay. All right. So we have the King of Pentacles to the Chariot, and then we also have the Knight of Wands. What the fuck is going on here? I'm probably going to spend more time focusing on this person than you, to be totally honest, because you're coming across very like blunt, straight to the point, you know what I mean? This person though, they're just very complicated, you know what I mean? A little all over the place, I would say, energetically speaking, emotionally speaking, a little all over the place. We have the Chariot to the King of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands. I feel like this actually confuses them. Like this behavior from you like confuses them. Like the fact that you try your hardest to keep this person in your life confuses them. They don't know why you do this. The fact that you refuse to let them go confuses them. It just I don't know, it just confuses them. And the primary reason why it confuses them is because they don't think you serious about them at all, homie. They don't think that you're serious about them, not even a little bit, okay? Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. So the fact that you fight so hard to keep this person in your life confuses them, because they're looking at you like you got 10 heads. Like, wait a minute, why are you trying so hard to be with me? Like, you're not even serious about me. So like, can you please like just stop? Like, that's weird. Like, it's just, I feel like every little thing you do like confuses them. Like the fact that you like the fact that you come off like you're very serious about them and your relationship with them confuses them, because in their head you ain't serious about them. So why are you making it seem like you are? There's times where you give this person the impression, that you love them and you care, about them. So when you show this person that you love them and you care about them, it kind of confuses them. Like, okay, that's weird. Like, why are they like making it seem like they love me when I know they don't? Like, okay, what in the world is going on here? I'm very curious to see why they think that you're not serious about them, because that's the first thing that came to my brain. The moment that I saw the Ace of Cups to the Seven of Cups, I'm just like, wait a minute, why is this so important? Why is this going to be so important to them? Like, what's going on here? Let me just get you out of the way real quick, because I feel like, not to, I'm going to be honest, I feel like I'm going to spend more time focusing on this person than you. What? Okay, let's see how you're feeling, my friend. Okay. It's like you look at this person to the right of me like they're a box of chocolates. Like, you know, 1 minute they're fine, the next minute they're not. You know, 1 minute they trust you, the next minute they don't. 1 minute they believe you love them, the next minute they don't believe you love them. It's like you look at them like they're a box of chocolates. Like you never know what version of them you're gonna essentially get. And it kind of looks like this is what you've been dealing with throughout the course of your relationship with this person. I feel like you do things to like bring peace to their mind. I feel like you do things to show this person that you're dead serious about them. I feel like you just try, dude. Like I feel like you really do try to like make them feel safe and secure, but they just don't. I wonder if this person harnesses Queen of Swords energy. I mean, I do see them coming across as a Queen of Pentacles, but I wonder if this person's going to show up as a Queen of Swords, because if they do that, that'll explain a lot about this person. But let's just see why. Let's just see why let's just see why they don't think that you're serious about them. Okay, I'm gonna pick these two up. Come here. True pair situation, by the way, between you and this person. We do have the King and the we have the King over here of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles over there. So it's a true pair situation here between you and this person. The crazy shit is that you're taking this relationship as seriously as they are. Like y'all are both very committed and devoted to one another. The only difference is that you believe they're committed and devoted to you and loyal to you. They just don't believe that, you know? A lot of you might even feel like the reason why they are the way that they are has a lot to do with their past, because the Nine of Wands does basically represent the Wounded Warrior card. So a lot of you might feel like, oh, well, the reason why they're like this with me or within this relationship is because of everything that they've been through. It's because of everything said person put them through, and that's why they are the way that they are. Tell me more about the... That's a lot, but we're going to take it. I told you, it'll explain a lot if they show up as a Queen of Swords. See, I know how the Queen of Swords rolls. I know how the Queen of Swords rolls. Yep, that's why. I mean, yeah, basically that's why. The backstory when it comes down to the Queen of Swords is this, for those of you who don't know. The Queen of Swords is somebody who has been through a lot in prior relationships, making it very, very hard for the Queen of Swords to trust anybody, be vulnerable with anybody, or allow themselves to go there emotionally speaking with anybody. So that's why it does have a lot to do with their past, which you're definitely spot on about. It does have a lot to do with this person's past. Okay, so one or two things could very well be happening here. And so let's just talk about it. This person might think that you're not serious about them because someone didn't take them essentially serious. So therefore, they might think you yourself are not serious about them. There's also a possibility, not saying that this is the case, but there's also a possibility that they didn't take someone seriously in the past. And that someone was taking them seriously, but they weren't taking that someone seriously. And this person might have a fear, right, that you're probably not taking them seriously. So this person might fear that this connection, was sent, into their life to make them pay for not taking said person seriously when said person was taking them seriously. So that could explain, why they are the way that they are and why they think the way that they think. Now, could it have a lot to do with, them taking someone seriously in the past and that person wasn't taking them seriously? And they ended up finding out about it and it just completely fucking devastated this person. Yeah, absolutely. To the point where it left a mark on this person. Yeah, absolutely. And that could explain why this person's looking at you like, you ain't serious. There's no way you're serious, because if said person wasn't serious, then you're definitely not serious. So one of those two things have to be happening here. It could be a combo of both, or it could just be one of those two things that I essentially mentioned. But that's all that I'm really getting here for this person. They either didn't take someone seriously in the past and that someone was taking them seriously, and now they fear, that karma could be creeping around the corner, and who knows, maybe karma sent you into their life to make them pay for not taking said person seriously when said person was taking them seriously. Or this person might just fear you're going to do them the same way that their ex did them. It's one or the other. It's one or the other. It's nothing else besides those two things that I essentially mentioned. Now, We have the Ace of Swords, so the Hangman, and then we also have the Six of Swords. This person truly does feel in order to regain their peace of mind back, they have to sacrifice their relationship with you. In order for them to essentially be happy again, they have to sacrifice their relationship with you. In other words, they don't feel like they could ever have peace of mind within their relationship with you. They don't feel like they'll ever be 100% happy within this dynamic that they share with you. Therefore, they feel like they have to sacrifice their relationship with you in order to have peace of mind, in order to essentially be at peace, in order to essentially be happy again. Now, here's their dilemma. Here's their dilemma, okay? With the Two of Cups coming out here, no matter how you want to slice and dice this, there's an emotional attachment here. There's emotional attachment here. So this person, could be telling you, I just can't do this anymore with you, Sag. I just can't. It's just too much. It's taking a toll on my mental health, and it's doing this and it's doing that, right? Because there's like an emotional attachment here that this person has towards you, walking away is not so easy for this person to do. It's not so easy for this person to do whatsoever. And the thing with the Queen of Swords, something that I've noticed throughout the years of doing tarot, and I don't really know why it's like that, but how do I mean, I can't really go into depth about it because I've personally never experienced it myself, so I really wouldn't know what it feels like or what it looks like, but this is that type of person that when they get involved with someone, like how they're involved with you, right? And they want to run in the opposite direction, it makes it hard for them to do so, yes, because of the emotional attachment that they have towards you, but it also has a lot to do with them needing, like, you to essentially let them go. Like, and the Queen of Swords can very much so be like that, where they need permission from someone else to get up and walk away, because they can't just get up and walk away willingly on their own. They need that permission from that person that they're with to get up and walk away. So this person can sit there and tell you, listen, Sag, it's just like this relationship, let me tell you, dude, like it's just affecting me like this, that, and the freaking third, and I can't do this. It's just too much. You know what I mean? Like, what they're really hoping you'll do is stop fighting. What they're really hoping you'll do is let them essentially walk. But even then, they still have to also face the fact that there's an emotional attachment here that they have towards you that's also preventing them from walking away. So as far as the emotional attachment is concerned, that's going to be the thing that's going to forever stop this person from getting up and walking away from you. So let's just say that you do decide to essentially, let this person go. Well, they're not going to be ready to let you go just yet because of this emotional attachment that they have towards you that's preventing them from, officially, letting you walk out of their life. Vice versa. They can get rid of the emotional attachment that they have towards you, but if you don't let this person walk out of your life, they're going to feel bound and stuck to you. Again, I don't know why they're like that, but as far as needing the permission to get up and go, but that's just how they are. They need that person that they're with to let them go so they can go. You know what I mean? But even then, even though I know that this person is definitely like that, where they need that permission from that person that they're with to let them go in order to go, they also have to confront this as far as the emotional attachment is concerned. Like, they also have to confront that too, because the emotional attachment they have towards you is going to prevent this person from officially letting you go. So you can give them the permission in the world, all the permission in the world to get up and leave you, but their heart won't let them. So it's like they need these two things to happen first. They need to check out emotionally from you, and then once they do, they need you to let them go. Or they just need these two things to happen all at once. They need the emotional attachment to go away, and they also need your permission. And they just need all of this to happen all at once to be able to officially free themselves. Again, I don't really know why this person's like that as far as like needing permission to just go. To just go, to just go. Okay. What actions will Sag take towards this person or moving forward? Let's see. Well, you're very, very attached. Very, very attached to like them and what you want with them. You want this happily ever after with them. You want to have a successful relationship with them. You want to feel like you invested all this time and energy towards this, you know, relationship for a purpose, for a freaking reason. You don't want to look back at this entire situation and be like, wow, I invested, you know, all of this time and energy, you know, towards this person, and it just simply didn't work out in the end, because you've already been there, done that, and you don't want to go through that again. You don't want to go through that again. You already went through this, where you invested all that you had to essentially give into a marriage and a relationship, and it just did not freaking work out, and you don't want to go through that again. You don't want to go through that again. You don't want to go through another failed marriage and a relationship. You just don't. And you definitely don't, even more so with this person in particular, because if we look at this past relationship that you were essentially a part of that unfortunately left you extremely hurt and devastated, y'all weren't even really that compatible to one another. Y'all really weren't even that compatible to one another. You know? So, and even then you didn't want this dynamic between the two of you, you know, to essentially come to an end, because you didn't want to experience a failed marriage and a relationship. But unfortunately, things just didn't work out between you and this person. But I say all that to say this: you definitely did not want your relationship with this person from your past to essentially come to an end, but it did. And this was with somebody that you really weren't that compatible with, mind you. Now, you sure as hell don't want this relationship between you and this one to come to an end, because this is somebody that you're actually very compatible with. You're actually very compatible with. We got the King and the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know if you guys know this, but when it comes down to the King and the Queen of Pentacles, these two are considered to be the perfect partner card. They are perfect for each other. Perfect for each other. So, yeah, I can tell that you really don't want this dynamic between the two of you to essentially come to an end. You definitely don't. You definitely don't. And this is with somebody that, you know, you view as basically perfect for you. Like, if we get rid of, like, them thinking you ain't serious about it, if we get rid of all that shit, you look at this person like they're perfect for you. You look at this person like you're never going to find anyone better. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, you know what I mean? Is that, again, all you really see is them, and all you really want is them. They just don't believe that. What actions will this person take towards Sagittarius or moving forward? Fascinating, because we have the Queen of Wands come out here, but this Queen of Wands is the person that you used to deal with. It's like they're very curious to, like, know, like, it's like they're very curious to know, like, why things didn't work out between you and this person from your past. I mean, considering the fact that you showed up as an Emperor to a Queen of Wands, and it's no offense to this person from your from your past or anything like that, but what's a good way to describe this person without sounding offensive? Well, I'm gonna be honest, Sag, I feel like this person from your past kind of settled down a little too soon. Okay. Yeah, I think this person kind of settled down a little too soon. I think that you were at a stage in your life where you were looking for somebody to settle down with, build towards a life with, and grow old with, and they just didn't really have that mentality that you did. They wanted to, you know, try new things, you know, explore, you know, experience, you know, things that they haven't been able. I just think that this person settled down too soon. I think this person settled down a little too soon as far as this person that you used to deal with. I feel like that's just what it is, you know. They don't even really know themselves that well either, like you do, you know. Like, you guys are you guys are not compatible to one another. You and this person from your past, you guys are definitely not compatible to one another, and you guys don't have the same mindset at all. Like, you want you know, someone that you can grow old with. This Queen of Wands just wants to have fun, you know what I mean? And I think that when you guys did get together, you know, I just think that, you know, you were definitely ready, you know, for the long haul, and they just simply weren't, you know. They just simply weren't. That's just pretty, you know, not to really say what I want to say, but, you know, that's just basically what it is, you know. Doom, 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 to doom, to doom, 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 to doom, to doom, doom. You guys are freaking compatible. Jesus. We have the Emperor. The person that sits in the chariot is the Emperor. Now we have the Strength card out here, which the person that's in the Strength card is the Empress, making another true pair situation here between you and this person. You know, with the Queen of Cups to the Moon, I also feel like this person tends to like, you know, wonder like how this person from your past was. Are you okay? Sorry, it's like my dog is like coughing and I'm like, are you okay? Okay. But yeah, sorry, I got distracted. But as I was saying, you know, I just kind of feel like this person tends to wonder like, why was this person, you know, from your past, you know, at peace within their relationship with you? Because that's one thing that they definitely don't have is peace of mind within their relationship with you. And I feel like this person tends to wonder like, man, like how is this person able to like have peace of mind, you know, with Sag? Like that's just so weird. Like how are they able to like fully trust them? That's just so weird. Like, you know, I am definitely getting that. You know what blows my freaking mind? What blows my mind? What really like blows my mind? Again, no offense to this person from your past, but it does appear to me that you did definitely level up as far as like, you know, love is concerned. You definitely did level up. I mean, this person from your past is showing up as a Queen of Wands. You're dealing with a damn Empress. You know what I mean? Like you definitely leveled up in the love department. I will definitely say that. Okay, it's like a night and day type of situation. Okay, I feel like this person you currently find yourself dealing with is better than this person from your past in a whole lot of different freaking ways. A whole lot of different ways. Like in a whole lot of freaking different ways. So that it just kind of blows my mind. And here's why it blows my mind, because I feel like this person doesn't doubt the fact that you were serious about this person from your past. I don't feel like they doubt that for 1 second, that you were very serious and very committed and very devoted and very much so in love with this person from your past. You know what I mean? But what blows my mind is that they're 10 times better than this person from your past. Like, so why the hell would they sit there and think for 1 freaking second you ain't taking them seriously when they're like 10 times better than this person from your past? Like, I would understand if they're 10 times worse than this person from your past, and all right, question the hell out of it. But you were very committed and very devoted to this person from your past. Like you gave this person from your past your freaking all, homie. You know what I mean? And they were a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of the person you currently have in your life right now. So it just doesn't make logical sense to me. You know what I mean? Why you would take this person from your past seriously and not them seriously. Especially them, that they're 10 times better than this person from your past. Like, why wouldn't you take them? It just doesn't freaking make sense to me, yo. It doesn't make sense to me. Like this, that's what I'm saying. Like I knew that I was gonna spend a lot of time on this person to the right of me, because they're just kind of like all over the place. You know what I mean? Energetically speaking, you know, emotionally speaking, and like mentally, they're kind of like, you know, a little scattered, right? Because it's like they're trying to like solve a big freaking mystery here, you know what I mean, when it comes down to you. You know, it's like they're trying to solve this mystery that there's no mystery like that, but they think that there's like a mystery behind all of this, but there is no actual mystery here. Like it just is what it is. Like it just is what it is, you know. But it's like, no, they're just like, no, there's a mystery, and this mystery is a mystery they need to solve, you know. Like, why are you taking them so seriously, Sag? This makes no sense. Like, why are you doing that? You know what I mean? And it's like, well, why the hell wouldn't you? It's like, they're the fucking Empress. Like, they're the fucking Empress. They are the damn Empress. I don't know if you know this, but the Empress is all of the freaking queens in one. They're the total package. They're the total freaking package. Like, why wouldn't you? Like, why wouldn't you want to pursue something serious with this person? Why wouldn't you do whatever it takes to keep this person? Why fucking wouldn't you? You know, it just doesn't make no logical sense to me. You know what I mean? Like, and then that's the thing, is that when it comes down to this person from your past, they know you were serious about them. They don't doubt it for 1 second. You know what I mean? They don't doubt it for 1 second that you were serious about them. But it's weird because when it comes down to them, they're doubting that you are actually serious about them. But it's weird because it's like, it's just weird. You know what I mean? Because it's like they're 10 times better than this person from your past. Like, why would they sit there and even do that and even take that? And it's like, it doesn't make no sense. Like, so you're capable of taking somebody who's a fraction of 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 who they are, aka this new person that you find yourself connecting with, not the past, who they are, more seriously than them. Like, it doesn't make no sense. Like, it just doesn't make no sense. It makes no sense. It just doesn't make no sense. It makes no sense. It's like my brain just can't wrap around this. Like, it just it's like abort mission. That's what my brain's telling me. This doesn't make no sense. And that's the thing, is that what doesn't make sense to them is why you make it seem like you're serious about them when they think you're not. That doesn't make sense to them. It doesn't make sense to them why you took this person who's a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of them and what they actually bring to the table more seriously than you're taking. It just doesn't make no damn sense. It don't make no sense. And it's like, I want to crack this code here and the mystery behind all of this, but it's just like, I feel like they're creating something in their head that's just not real. If that makes sense. Like, this whole, you're not taking them seriously, I feel like they created that in their head. And they went as far as to believe that. I think that this whole thing that you don't love them and care about them, I think that they created that in their head. I think that they created that in their head. I don't think that it's true, but I think that they think it's true. I also think that this person thinks that you took the past seriously. There's no doubt in their mind about that. But when it comes down to you actually taking them seriously, they definitely question it. It doesn't make sense. Like, so it's like, even when I try to, like, so you are more prone, I guess, in their head to taking somebody who is less than them seriously versus them who's a total package. Why? But why would anybody do that? That's like the equivalent of trading gold for trash. It's just like, why would anybody fucking do that? That's like trading. That's like trading. That's like trading in like the lottery, the winning lottery tickets for a lottery ticket that doesn't have the winning numbers on it. It just doesn't make no fucking sense. It doesn't make no sense. Like, why would anybody in their right mind do that? You know what I mean? Like, why would you turn in like the winning like lottery ticket for one that doesn't have the winning numbers? It's just like, nobody would do something like that. No one would do, not anybody in their right fucking mind would do something like that. You see what I mean? I think that you're a very loyal person. I just think that they don't think that you are. Because even though this person from your past, no offense, is like a fraction of 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 what you currently have now, which is nice to see. It's nice to see that, you definitely leveled up in the love department, homie. But I think that you're just a loyal person. Like, even though this person, like, definitely does not compare to the person you currently find yourself connecting with now, because this person that you find yourself connecting with now is way freaking better than this person from your past. Like, I think that you were loyal to this person just as much as you're loyal to them. It's like, you're just a loyal fucking person. Like, I don't understand why that's so hard to, like, believe. And the only thing that I can honestly think of is basically what I mentioned. It's like, this does have a lot to do with this person's past. And it's one of the two things that are happening here. It's either they were a disloyal person in their past prior to meeting you, therefore they can't help but to think you must be disloyal as well, because they're being very loyal to you, don't get me wrong. But it could be that they were a disloyal person in their past, therefore they don't believe that you're a loyal person because they were a disloyal person in their past. So therefore maybe you're not a loyal person. A thief is always going to basically think the person standing next to them is a thief. It just is what it is. Or it could be, that there was someone that they were dealing with that led them to believe they were serious about them, just to find out they actually weren't. And maybe that's what they think you're trying to do here. But I'm so sorry. Like, you just kind of come off to me as somebody who just doesn't like to waste your freaking time. You don't like to waste your time. Like, you don't like to waste your time. Like, you were bummed out because this last whole situation didn't essentially work on. You invested so much time and energy towards that. You know, and here you go, giving love another chance, investing all of your time and energy towards it in hopes that it does actually last the test of time. Like, I just don't feel like you're here to waste your freaking time, let alone theirs. You know, I just think that these are things that they refuse to essentially believe. You know. Like I said, I think that when it came down to this person from your past, I think that they settled down too soon. I think there was a lot of things that they wanted to do and experience. And this dynamic that they once upon a time had with you really did kind of prevent them from experiencing life the way that they wanted to, doing the things that they essentially wanted to. I think that this person just kind of settled down a little too soon, if you ask me. Yeah, if you ask me, I just think that they settled down too soon. On top of that, you know, this could definitely represent the person that you were dealing with prior. You know, they could have been the type of person to jump from like relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship. And they never really took that time to like really like just be fucking single, yo, and just live your life and do the things that you want to do. You know what I mean? And experience the things you want to experience that you can't really do while being in a relationship. Like, there was a lot of things that I feel like this person from your past needed to kind of get out of their system. Before they turned around and settled down, because the things that they wanted to do, I am definitely getting. If they were to have done it in a relationship, that would have been extremely wrong of them to do. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, which is it's weird in itself, because I don't know, your person from your past is just different. But anyways, I feel like that's what they do. They jump from person to person to person to person, relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship, without any sort of downtime, without being single, you know, and taking time to just be single and live your life and explore and try new shit and do new shit, you know what I mean? And because there's just too much that this person wants to do and experience that they can't, technically speaking, do while being in a relationship with someone. And it's not a judgmental thing. It is what it is. I just think that they need to stop the whole jumping from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship, because they're never going to really get the chance to really experience the things that they want to experience, do the things that they want to essentially do while being cooped up with somebody. And I feel like this is why their relationships just don't work out. You know what I mean? For them anyways. It just doesn't really ever work out, or it just doesn't really ever last, because again, the things that they want to do, you can't really do while being in a relationship, you know? And there's the things that they want to do, there's something wrong with these things, but you just can't do it in a relationship. And I think that this person just needs to accept the fact that they just need to spend some time being single and alone, and just do what you got to do, get what you need to get off your chest. And then once you've experienced everything, tried everything, done everything, you know what I mean? Like, then turn around and settle down. But they don't do that. They definitely don't do that. You know, it's like they turn around and they settle down, and then find themselves, you know, eventually getting bored, and then find themselves eventually feeling like, oh man, like, you know, I wish I could do this and I wish I could do that, but I can't because I'm like cooped up to somebody right now. And it's just like, then stop being cooped up to somebody. Just be freaking alone. But I think that that's another thing, is that I don't think this person likes being alone. You know, so who knows? They might be in a relationship as we speak. You know what I mean? And they find themselves like, oh man, I just wish I was single. Like, oh, I just wish I could do this, and I just wish I could do that, and oh, this sucks, you know what I mean? I can't do this and I can't do that, you know? And then it gets to that point where they turn around and do it, you know, either with, regardless if they're in a relationship or not, they'll just turn around and possibly betray that person that they're with and just do it, fuck it, you know? I just think that I just think that this person had, when they got with you, they settled down a little too soon. I think this person needed to kind of live their life and experience things, you know, before settling down. And it appears to me that if this, because they don't like to be alone, so they're more than likely dealing with somebody as we speak, and they already find themselves like, oh, I'm so bored, and like, I just wish, you know, I wonder what it would be like, you know, if, you know, I were to do this and this and this, and I wonder what it would, you know, I wonder what it would be like, you know what I mean, if I were to go off and do this and that and the third, you know, it's like, but what stops them is the marriage that they're currently in, or the relationship that they're currently in. And the marriage or the relationship that may be stopping them now is not going to stop them later, because they're going to eventually cave in and just do it. And then this person just kind of comes off to me as somebody who just self-sabotages every relationship that they get into. And it's because they haven't really got to experience, life, maybe the way that you were able to experience it, or the way that your person was able to essentially experience it. Maybe you did everything that you wanted to do. You tried everything that you wanted to try, and they just didn't, or maybe, I'm pretty sure, well, you and this person are showing up as the King and the Queen of Pentacles, so that's not an issue I see you guys having. Like, you guys have had your time being single and alone, and trying new things and doing the things that you guys wanted to essentially do. So you already been there, done that, you know what I mean? So that's not an issue I see you guys having. But yeah, like, I just think that this person needs to accept the fact that you're serious about them. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I